we're about to start. If you want to close your eyes, that's a good idea. But if you don't, that's fine too. Now you can just listen quietly to the sound of my voice. And of course, you'll be aware of all those other sounds too. The sound of the gentle music starting in the background. The sounds inside your room. The sounds perhaps from the outside. But these won't disturb you. In fact, they are going to help to relax. Because the only sound you need to think about is the sound of my voice. And while you're listening to the sound of my voice, you can just simply allow yourself to be as lazy as you could ever want to be. Just allow yourself to be as lazy as you could ever want to be. And now we're going to start with our deep relaxation. I want you to now sit or lie down in your comfortable chair, sofa, maybe on your bed, or just lying there on your yoga mat. You can just be aware of your body. Be aware of your hands, where they just rest, either on the arms of the chair, sofa, or just next to your body, on the ground. You can just be aware of your body. Become aware of your hands, where they rest next to your body or in your lap. Perhaps noticing the angle of your elbows, and maybe sensing the weight of your head against the chair or on the ground. And you know that weight might seem to just gently increase as you allow yourself to relax more and more. Just being aware of your ankles and feet now, and wondering if they will start to feel heavy too. As you relax, thinking about your breathing for a few moments, noticing that your breathing is becoming slower and steadier as you relax more and more. Slower and steadier, breathing so steadily, so evenly, just as though you were pretending to be sound asleep. Breathing so evenly, so steadily, you almost wouldn't disturb a feather placed immediately in front of you. Breathing so easily and slowly, so gently, that you almost wouldn't disturb even a single strand of feather placed right in front of you. And as you allow yourself to relax even more now, I wonder if you can perhaps sense the beating of your own heart, sensing the beating of your own heart, and just seeing whether you can use the power of your mind to slow that heartbeat down. Just a touch. Just seeing whether you can use the power of your mind to slow that heartbeat down just a little, so that you can feel your whole body slowing down, becoming lazier and lazier, because you've got absolutely nothing whatsoever to do except to relax now. Nobody wanting anything, nobody expecting anything. So you can allow your body to continue to relax and let your whole body become steadier and easier until it's just ticking over, like a well-maintained machine of some sort or another, just ticking over, smoothly, easily, quietly, comfortably, so that you can become gradually more aware of your whole self, aware of your hands and arms, just sensing how they are now, aware of your legs and feet as well. Again, just sensing how relaxed they might be, and wondering if it's possible to relax them even more, to be so in touch with yourself that you can actually get your whole body perhaps to relax even more, yet remaining totally alert and noticing how even your face muscles can begin to really relax, relaxing and letting go of the tensions that were there, almost, but not quite, completely unnoticed, just being vaguely aware of the skin and the muscles of your face settling, smoothing out. A good feeling, wondering just how long all that tension had been there, where it all came from in the first place, and then realizing that you simply couldn't care less, because you can feel it draining away from you now, and that feels good. And as you continue to sense the beating of your heart and the absolute steadiness of your body's rhythm, you wonder at the fact that you are so absolutely relaxed and comfortable that you simply can't be bothered to even try to move even one single muscle, even though you know you easily could if you wanted to. I know that you easily could if you wanted to, but you simply can't be bothered to even try, allowing yourself to just be relaxed and relaxing even more now, as lazy and relaxed as anyone could ever wish to be. And I wonder if you can now manage to relax even more. Even though you are already as relaxed as it is possible for most people to ever be. Just finding the last tiny traces of tension in your body. Simply letting them go. With each easy, gentle breath you breathe. Allowing every muscle, every fiber, every cell of your entire body to be as beautifully relaxed as anyone could ever wish to be. And while you're lying there, almost in a state of absolute sound sleep, so relaxed, you can imagine that you have a dream. A dream where you are more relaxed than you have ever been at any time in your entire life. More relaxed than you ever thought it was possible to be. A dream where you're just like a doll, a rag doll, lying lazily on a beach somewhere, your head comfortably shaded by the soft shadows from a group of palm trees. A group of palm trees that are moving just slightly in the gentlest of breezes, with your body beautifully warmed up by the rays of the sun. And you're just drifting deeper and deeper. Your body becoming even more relaxed with each breath you take, with each word that I speak. Notice that you're already more relaxed than that rag doll on the beach. Every ounce of tension just drifting away from you, so that your arms and legs begin to feel wonderfully devoid of all tensions. Your entire body beautifully free from all your cares and all your anxieties, so that you can just simply relax, floating deeper now, so that you might even begin to lose touch with your hands and feet, with your arms and legs. And sometimes people can become so relaxed that they can lose touch with their whole body, so that they become, just for a while, just their thoughts. A lazy, easy, calm sort of feeling where nobody wants anything and nobody expects anything. And there's nothing absolutely to do except to just simply relax. It might be as if you've been able to temporarily switch off. All those muscles are totally switched off while you're relaxing there. Just like that rag doll on that warm beach. Thinking about your left arm now, if you can be bothered to find it, and just letting that last tiny traces of tension float away. And think about your right arm too. Just letting every muscle, every nerve, every fiber let go. And allowing that same beautiful, easy feeling flow across your shoulders and down into your body, into your legs, just vaguely aware of your thigh muscles just letting go, and your calves too. And it's as if even your bones are relaxing now. A wonderful sensation of the deepest relaxation you have ever experienced. Just gently sweeping over and through your whole body. Into every fiber, every cell, every pore, so that you can experience that very special sort of relaxation that some people manage to find when they focus and relax. And you can always find this feeling for yourself whenever you want to. This exact same feeling of the most profound sense of relaxation, where nothing matters, where there is just this sense of calm, a quiet sort of feeling, where you have to think of nobody but you. You can always find this feeling simply by remembering that rag doll warming itself in the sun, with the head shaded by those group of beautiful, elegant palm trees. And whenever you think of that rag doll, you'll be able to instantly find this very same deep relaxation that you have at this very moment. And whenever you enter this special state of deep relaxation, your body's self-healing processes can work more efficiently and much faster than usual. Faster even than during the deepest sleep. These processes work more powerfully, re-energizing your entire body, helping to create a sense of real inner comfort and calm. And this sense of inner comfort steadily creates an inner strength that helps you to be fitter and healthier in every way. During this special relaxation, your whole body system works more steadily and easily than at any other time, allowing your body's natural rejuvenating processes to work more effectively than ever. Each fiber, each tiny cell being checked, repaired, replaced where necessary, in each and every organ in your body. So you can start to feel good about yourself. Start to feel really good within yourself, developing an inner strength that helps you to achieve your hopes and desires, to fulfill your ambitions and goals, and so feelings of inner strength and resolve, of a complete determination to succeed. Whatever success means to you, become deeper and more profound every time you experience this special kind of relaxation. And you can be aware that within their channels in the body, Your nerves are just resting and relaxing too. Resting and relaxing and becoming stronger and steadier with each and every passing day. And now you're so beautifully relaxed. Nobody wanting anything. Nobody expecting anything. And absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do except to relax. And now I want you to just let your mind and your imagination drift, feeling lazy, easy and comfortable. And I want you to imagine that you're standing on a terrace of a lovely old house. A house like a stately home or a country mansion. And you can feel the sun on your head and shoulders. Not too hot, just comfortable. And there's a gentle breeze playing against your skin. As you look around you, you notice an elegant marble flight of steps. 10 broad steps leading down into a beautiful garden. A garden where you sense peace, well-being and comfort. Make it really vivid in your mind. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 down to 0. And as I count all the way down from 10 down to 0, I want you to imagine that each number is a step down on this beautiful staircase, a step down towards this beautiful garden. And each step you take is another step down into deeper and even deeper levels of relaxation, so that by the time I get to 0, you will be as deeply relaxed as you can ever imagine, while still being able to hear and respond to the sound of my voice. 10. Take the first step down now, relaxing and letting go. 9. Feeling more and more relaxed. No need to hurry. Plenty of time. 8. Moving down easily now. 7. Deeper and deeper. 6. Deeper still, your breathing becoming slower and steadier. 5. Really relaxing now. Just let go. 4. Becoming calmer and calmer. 3. Calmer still now. 2. More and more relaxed. 1. All the way down to 0. And now you find yourself in this wonderful garden. You can feel the softness of the newly cut grass beneath your feet, and the sense of peace is taking over you. You can smell the beautiful smell of masses upon masses of brightly colored flowers that seems to envelop you. And there's the gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly in the stillness of the air. It's almost a magical place, stretching into the distance as far as the eye can see in all directions, with beautiful shrubs, tall elegant trees, and an ornamental fountain which seems to feed into a gently trickling stream. This fascinates you, and you wander to the edge of the stream and gently lower yourself down onto the soft, grassy bank. And just sit for a while, gazing into the cool, clear water, marveling at the sense of tranquility that sweeps over you, and listening to the faint sounds of the fountain splashing into the pool that feeds this gentle stream. After a little while, you lay back on the grass and gaze up to the clearest of blue skies. And as you relax more and more, your eyes begin to close and you just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And as you sleep, you feel yourself drifting away, even and even more deeper than before. As you relax more and more, your eyes begin to close, and you just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And as you sleep, you have a dream. You dream that your whole body is becoming lighter, lighter and lighter. So light that you feel you must surely begin to float on air at any moment. And then you feel yourself just floating and drifting, gently lifting up, supported by the softest of warm breeze. And you can somehow see through your closed eyelids that you are floating in a sea of color, a warm sea of color that relaxes and comforts you as you just drift, suspended in warmth and color that seems somehow unreal, and yet at the same time has a comfortably familiar feel to it. You're almost aware of a misty color of red and orange, soft muted yellow tones, gentle greens, and blue that seems somehow like clouds, and the deepest, softest indigos and violets that you could ever have imagined. And it begins to dawn on you that you're floating in a rainbow, a magical rainbow. Because in this rainbow, time and space doesn't exist, not in the same way that we usually know it. You might have floated there for just a moment, or for 100 years, maybe for a lifetime, or just perhaps for the blinking of an eye. You could have floated forwards in time, to a time that could be far beyond our future. Or maybe back in time, back before your own lifetime. It gradually begins to seem to you that you might even be able to float here for just as long as you wish. With this wonderful relaxed feeling, just floating and drifting through this magical sea of gentle flowing colors, where time seems to be suddenly of so little importance. You're still pondering on these thoughts when you feel yourself beginning to float gently downwards, lower and lower, softly sinking down through this beautiful rainbow. Becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, until eventually you realize that you've stopped floating downwards and you find yourself on the shore of a tranquil lake, a large, peaceful lake surrounded by softly rolling hills that are shrouded in gentle silver mist. There are trees and sweetly scented flowering shrubs, and grasses growing at the water's edge. And everything is bathed in a beautiful golden light, a golden light that seems to bathe everything in its warmth. And you find yourself marveling at the sense of deep calmness and comfort that seems to fill your entire being as you stroll lazily along the sandy shore of this wonderful lake, noticing with a sort of lazy curiosity that it seems to be constantly changing color, subtle changes blending so smoothly that it's difficult for you to know exactly when blue has become a deep soft violet, or when that soft deep violet becomes a relaxing translucent green. The changes of color fascinate you, and you settle yourself down onto a small smooth rock and just gaze out across the crystal clear waters. Every so often, something, a fish maybe, just something, just breaks the surface, creating ripples that seem to flow gently and endlessly in all directions. Ripples that eventually lap against the edges of the rock that you're sitting on. You smile and lean forward to dabble your hand amongst them. And as you do so, you create yet more ripples, ripples that shimmer in a kaleidoscope of different colors across the lake, interacting with the others and making new, ever-changing patterns. You realize that this tranquil place is the pool of all knowledge, that while you're here, you are part of everything, and everything is a part of you. And you find it easy, so very easy, to open your mind and to let go of any barriers to memories or learnings. And while you're relaxing there, so easy and calm inside yourself, I wonder if you can imagine how wonderful it would be to be this relaxed whenever you want to. I wonder if you can create an image of you right at this very moment, perhaps doing something that used to worry you, but looking so calm and so easy, looking as if you are just enjoying the whole process of simply being alive. Just knowing that whatever causes those feelings of worry are just a passing thing, that soon will seem to be of no importance at all, because it belongs to yesterday or last week or perhaps last year. And a lot of the time you can recognize that there never was a need for any worry at all, and you might not even be able to remember most of what you were worrying about a while ago. And if you can, it's probably because what you're worrying about hasn't happened yet. And I want you to think about something that is worrying you now, creating stress in your mind. And while you're thinking of that thing, I want you to see how good you are at remembering something that hasn't happened yet. Remembering what it felt like when that thing you were worrying about had actually happened, even though it hasn't happened yet. But remembering that it felt good when you remembered that it had happened and you didn't need to worry about it anymore. But you're probably thinking now about something that has happened, something that you were worried about until it happened. And now it has happened, and you can find no need anymore to worry about it at all. Worrying about things is simply a way of thinking about things. Something that your consciousness learned how to do long time ago. It learned how to automatically think about the awful things that might happen. To think about the things we really hope will not happen. So we start thinking about what we could do if those awful things did happen, and worrying even more when we think that we won't know what to do if those awful things happen. And yet all these things are based simply upon fear rather than a belief that it will happen. Because if we truly believe that something will happen, we can always decide what action we will take. We will always make a decision. But when it's only a fear that something will happen, it means that we're not at all sure it will. So it's not a surprise that we worry about what we will do, because in order to think what we would do, we have to think about the very thing that we do not want to happen. And we really do not want to think about that, so we worry in case it happens. And that powerful subconscious of yours can do that automatically. But now you're going to learn a very clever and very special trick. You're going to learn to teach yourself, to teach your subconscious mind to think in different ways. And to start with, I want you to think of that thing you thought of a few moments ago, a thing that you were worrying about, maybe feeling stressed about, and noticing how it feels as you think about it. And now I want you to vividly imagine, just as vividly as you can, what you actually want to happen. And of course I can't know what it is you're thinking about, but I do know that whatever it is you can think of it in two ways, the worst way and the best way. And when you think of it in the worst way, all you can do is worry or stress about it. But if you think of it in the best way, you are thinking of what you actually want to happen. You're thinking of a positive solution. And then you can think about how you might be able to move towards that positive solution. how to make that thing turn out exactly the way you want it to. And notice how different that thing feels this time as you think about what you actually want to happen, so that you've actually changed the way you feel just by thinking a thought. And it's an interesting thing that as you teach your subconscious mind how to think about things in that best way, you are more likely to find a way of making a positive change to the things you worry about. If you think about what you actually want to happen rather than what you fear will happen, you can teach your subconscious mind to look for answers, so that it's completely true that if you think about what you actually want to happen instead of your fear, the thing that you fear will be less likely to happen. Of course, it's true that sometimes we have no control over a thing that's going to happen, but even then, we can think of it in two ways: the worst way and the best way. And the best way is to just know that whatever happens, it is simply a part of life that you will find the best way to deal with. And it is a fact that whether we worry about a thing or whether we do not worry about a thing, when that thing happens, it immediately becomes a thing of the past. Just as you relaxing here right now is going to become a thing of the past. And it might even be that you worried about that, yet all is well, and all remains well, and from now on you're going to discover that it becomes easier and easier for you to think about what you actually want to happen instead of what you fear might happen. And as you teach yourself, as you teach your subconscious mind to think of what you want to happen, it will begin to find solutions to problems, turning a setback into an advantage, more often than not. And now it's time for us to slowly come back to full awareness and to conclude this wonderful special relaxation time. I'd like to ask you now to slowly come back to full alertness, to full wakeful state. I'm going to count all the way up from 0 to 10. And as I count each time, I'd like you to slowly become more and more awake. With each count, you will feel more refreshed, more awake, more alert. And when I reach the count of 10, you will open your eyes, feeling fully refreshed, feeling very good, feeling awake, feeling excellent. 0. You're starting to slowly wake up. 1. Feeling more and more refreshed. 2. Feeling more awake and more refreshed. 3. Slowly coming more up and up. 4. Feeling your body more. 5. Feeling your arms and legs. 6. Feeling energy flowing throughout your body, refreshing you. 7. Feeling more awake. 8. Feeling refreshed and alert. 9. Almost there. And 10. Open your eyes, feeling good, feeling refreshed. Back and fully alert into the here and now. And now, when we have concluded this relaxation session, stay for a moment. Feel the beneficial effects over your whole body. Your energy is much more strong and much more fresh. Feeling emotionally refreshed. Feeling your mind calm, centered. And even your level of consciousness is rising up and feeling much better. Try and keep this wonderful sensation for the rest of the day, enjoying today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your life, a sensation of calmness and centeredness. We wish you happiness and relaxation, and that will do.